Yo, what up, my tubers? We're back for some more drafting here on Magic Arena, the fabled Baldur's Gate. I know the events are all done with now, the Arena Open and the Qualifier, both of which didn't go as well for me as I would hoped, but even though those events are all done with, we'll still play some more, as I think that's the best thing to be doing on Magic right now, even if it's not my favorite. We opened a pretty damn good one, the Chaos Baldur, I've been told is how you pronounce it. Anyways, 5 mana, 4/5 flyer that has some good abilities. Oftentimes it is just nothing but upside. Sometimes it's a little bit awkward. Maybe your opponent has nothing that you can kill with the 2 damage or whatever. But for the most part, I mean, this card is just insane. So, pretty easy pickup there. Are there any good cards that we are passing that we could wheel? We might wheel like the Barbarian, but I don't think any of the other playable cards are going to come back around. Obviously, we just first pick the Chaos. Okay, second pick, we get potentially a Gut if we want to. I'm not huge on the Fanatical Priestess, but it is an okay card. Definitely has some utility if you have some other large creatures in your deck. Druid of the Emerald Grove, very good. Liara is fantastic. Grim Bounty, clearly great. Warcaller, very good. Owlbear, very good. I think I like sticking with red and maybe taking the Gut here over taking what I think is probably a better card. I guess this is close. You really want 2-for-1 value in this format because there are so many like double team creatures. But I guess this cuts off a better signal, and since we already have the Chaos, it's probably fine to take the Gut over the Grim Bounty. I don't like passing the Liara and the Kobold Warcaller, but there's going to be no other option. Right, I'm going to have to pass a red card no matter what anyway, so. Okay, continue. This, I think, is another interesting choice, because clearly Red Dragon is a pretty solid red card that we could take here, but we have some other really fantastic choices. I think I'd rather keep a low curve and take the Priest of Ancient Lore here instead of taking the Red Dragon. I'm willing to believe that this could be wrong, but like I said, you really want cards that are 2-for-1 value. And Red Dragon is kind of like value if you're going to be the more aggressive deck, but I think here I take the Priest over it. And another Liara now, fantastic. Man, we are passing a ton of good cards, or rather, we're just seeing a ton of good cards, like we're still getting good cards ourselves, but yeah, gonna slam dunk the Liara. Passing an OG, there's another Weaponry, Pilgrim's Eye. Obviously, this is gonna be the choice now. Okay. That is a fantastic red-white start. As we get a, I guess an Icewind Stalwart's pretty good here as well, right? We can re-trigger the Gut, can re-trigger the Priest. I mean, it's pretty easy to get the Ranger Squadrons, I found. And that is just a nice little curve filler. Do I dare say it? Stroke of Luck is kind of like a black, strategic planning. I mean, anticipate, or, no, not impulse. It can potentially draw more... We do see that card like every draft. I think it's better than people give it... No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. If you watched any of my other videos, you'll know my opinion of Stroke of Luck. Right now, we've just got a nice red-white start. And yep, pretty easy. Flamin' Fist here. Some good black cards going around. A lot of provocations going around. Man, this Scouting Hawk just looks so miserable. If this card was 2 mana, I think it would be good. But 3 mana, you can just be doing so many better things, and 2 drops are just so good in this format. Ooh, speaking of good, Hippogriff 7th pick is a huge sign. This is one of the best commons in the format. Just so strong. It's a 1 mana really good combat trick, and then a 4 mana 2/3 flyer that puts a lot of pressure on. So the fact that we're seeing it here 7th is a huge sign for us. Very nice. Oh, wow, actually. We have 3 good choices here. If I didn't have any 2-drops, I might take the Paladin, but since we already have a couple, we don't need to prioritize them. The Beetle's very good, and so is the Gate. I think because red-white looks so open, I would rather take the land here than one of the spells. Because it seems like we're going to end up with enough playables no matter how we cut this. And so having a spell land is just nice, you know? Both of these equipment are pretty weak overall, but I don't think the mace is any good, so... This can act as like a combat trick? Maybe. Unlikely, but maybe. Yup, I think I'm in the right lane. It's always nice to draft, you know, like open a bomb in a specific color, move into a color pairing, and then that color pairing is just open, you know? You're gonna end up getting a lot of goodies. Cleric's actually not bad. There are a lot of good interactions with 3 abilities, but ideally we don't have to run that. Not gonna run that. Hey, how about a Horn of Valhalla? So just casually open Chaos Baylor into Horn of Valhalla, and also have red-white be open. Not shabby. Really good pack here for us. Valor Singer and Rabble Rouser are both great. There's also another Dust Guard here. And then further along, other colors, we have the Lenorm, which is nuts, Kalain, Merchant. The biggest issue I have with my deck right now is that I don't have any of the 2-drop double teamers. Like I'm passing the Rabble Rouser, and then there's the 2-1 for 2 in white. It's like some Night Guard's Watch or something. Although that being said, I do have 2 Liaras, which do make double team creatures, but obviously can't pass the horn here. Staravox nuts. I could try splashing that. It is worth splashing for sure. And we would get the red and white side, which would be First Strike versus Menace. This is a consideration for sure. If there wasn't a good 2-drop here, which there is, I think I would take that, even over Minimus Containment. But Rabble Rouser is too nice. Fireball is okay. We don't have much removal, right? We have Gut. And that's about it. Yeah, Fireball's fine. I don't mind the Axe. It's again another one of those dual cards, right? The adventure card. So you get some value on one side and some value on the other, but I don't think we want that over removal. Meteor Golem. This card's really good, but I don't think you take it in this deck. I think we take the Warcaller here, and if the Warcaller wasn't here, we'd probably take the Beetle. Keep our curve low, and I would run like 3 Warcallers even if we got that many. That's how good this card is in this style of deck, you know? How many Liara is too many Liara? Because unlike a specialized legendary card, which you can flip into a different name, so for example, Gut. If you specialize Gut and it turns into the Fanatical Priestess, you're able to play another Gut, the Furious Fanatic, you know? It's probably still the choice here, right? Or I could just take the Young Red Dragon, I guess. You know what? We did wheel the Liara out of pack 1, and it's not like I really need 3. I think here we'd rather take the Young Red Dragon, you know, and go from there. Okay, Minthara is another card that we would consider splashing. Like, I'm not going to play the Cleric. I'm not going to play another one of those. We're not going to play this. Yep, we'll take Minthara. We saw that Saravok too. I'm not going to wheel the Saravok, but if we keep getting a couple of good black splashes, then maybe we'd decide to. Yeah, black. I mean, black is flowing from this direction. We're never pivoting out of red-white from here, so I don't know what to think about this card. It's not a combat trick, it's just a way to get another one of your creatures. I'm not playing another Cleric, like I said already, so I'll go ahead and take this, but I'm not sure I'm going to end up running it. The dueling here might be okay. This is just extremely splashable too. We're getting an 8th pick older. Again, we found the right lane after kind of forcing our way into it, and I mean, there's nothing to say here. We are just getting huge payoffs. That is disgusting. The Signpost rare for red-white. I imagine these are the Signpost uncommons. Another 2-drop, great. That's on the wheel. Did we get one of those Minimus containments back? Maybe. Yeah, this is... Oh, we did. Perfect. I will take the containment here on the wheel over the Flaming Fist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now. 6 creatures that come down on turn 1 or 2. This deck is just spicy. And like I said, one more pack to go. Yeah, I love that pick of the Gate to Tumble Down. Like I said, we're going to end up with so many playables here. Is this a warrior? No, it's not even a warrior. So we do have a combo as well, right? The Icewind Stalwart with Older. Like as I was saying, you can flicker the Older and give another one of your creatures double team for the turn. I don't think we take Asterion. I know we have a couple of black cards, like the Minthara, and we could have taken the Saravok. But I don't think this is worth splashing when we have Hippogriff and the Disciple here. And I think the Hippogriff is just way too strong. Like I said, I think this is probably the best common in white, at the very least. Maybe Petrier's Humiliation, which we don't have anything, is better. But this is a top tier common for sure. I think it's even better than taking the Disciples. Oh, mama. That's gross. God, is it crazy to pass Ascend from Avernus and take the Enthusiasm? This deck is not trying to grind out, really, but this is pretty bomby. Like, that gives us some late game inevitability, but this is so much better for what we're doing. Our deck is fast and it pressures, so this is so weird, but I'm going to take the Enthusiasm. Can't believe I'm doing that. Holy moly. Okay, well, we're going to need to cut a couple cards. So I guess Red Dragon's our worst 4-drop. Yeah, we're getting the Cardum now. So Cardum does make playing some of the other 1-drops more palatable. Playing Ambushed or Dueling or anything like that. Passing a Captain kind of sucks too, but I mean, hey. I would call this getting the goods. Let's see, that's 20 playables, 15 creatures, so I wouldn't mind just getting some tricks now at this point. Or more removal. Like I said, we haven't seen any of the Humiliations, which would be huge pickups. Just ask, and you shall receive. Tollkeeper's good, another Dustguard's good, but we could wheel this one like we have the previous, and like I said, this is just way too important. If I'm asking for that by name, I should probably just take it. Portable Hole is a much weaker removal spell, but still a removal spell I think I take. The nice thing about the Hole is that it does deal with the a lot of the common double team creatures before they get a chance to get value. So like 1-for-1 removal is often pretty bad versus double team, but this one deals with it before, you know. Oh, furthermore, it's another 1-drop for Cardum. Shh. Pick 6, Priest of Ancient Lore. You know, there is a world where we end up wheeling that Avernus. This deck is nuts. Another Kobold Warcaller, fantastic. I'd probably cut this Valiant Farewell. Creature count is up to 17, so a little bit high on the creature count, but that's not necessarily bad. Holy smokes. So, like I said, removal spells that are 1-for-1 can often be really awkward with all the double team in the format, but this one is really good with like Horn of Valhalla and all of my other creatures as well, right? Like this is versatile as a kind of a bad removal spell, but also a way to mass pump the team. Got that Disciples back too, which we will definitely play. Yeah, this deck is very good. Holy crap. I'm not going to splash that, but that is nuts. Another 2-drop is good. I mean, our quote-unquote problem is that we have too many playables. I feel like now I might end up cutting these Icewind Stalwarts. As weird as that is with Double Priest and Older, I think that might actually be right. I think those are my worst creatures. I mean, maybe I run one of them over... I mean, we got the 2/2 lifelinker as well. I guess the Flaming Fist Dust Guards aren't that important, since I have so many other better 2-drops. Yeah, maybe I just cut all of these. This deck is insane. Can't wait to see how I punt it all away. Any removal spell that I don't need. I could also cut the Portable Hole. I don't think that would be bad, actually. I'm not going to, but I could. Alright, let's go ahead and get one of the Stalwarts in. Creature count, still 16, so plenty. I mean, it feels weird not to run these, but... yeah, maybe Paladin isn't that... no, I'd rather run the 3/1. We'll run one of them. Kind of crazy, though, red-white aggro, cutting 3 of its, you know, decent 2-drops. I'm actually surprised at how good this Cardum looks in our deck, with 4 1-drops, infinite 2s, a bunch of 3s, a couple of 4s. No, not that you expect to get that high on it, but... could almost run 16 land here, you know? Maybe that's a way I can lose if I run 17 land. Just go 8/8 here instead. Well, opened very well. Drafted very well. Like, we clearly were in the right seat. Our deck is very good. So, would hope to get some good wins with this. What I could do is do 16 lands plus, like, the Young Red Dragon. That's also not crazy, because this can make a treasure on turn 2. Although, ideally on turn 2, we're... no, we have so many 2-drops. Yeah. I guess I'll play the Valiant as a cycler. Just another combat trick to punch through. Alright, we'll do 16 lands. I think our curve's low enough. We can stumble on lands, like get stuck on 3 for a little while. It's not like we have that many top-end cards. This deck looks fantastic. If this was my deck for the open day 2, oh man. Would be very confident. Alright, so season just reset. We're back in Platinum. I guess it reset like yesterday, the day before, but... see if we can rattle off some wins here. Okay, on to game number 1. I did just realize that I only have 7 untapped red sources on turn 1 for Cobalt Warcallers, but... I don't think we want to go up on another red source. Need to find one of our 2-drops next turn. Beautiful. And now, I mean, our curve is just going to be disgusting. The Warcaller just makes the aggro draw so gross. Like, even though we're on the draw here, we're the one pressuring now, you know? Keep activating. So we'll play Priest of Ancient Lore out as a 3/1, draw card. Smacking for 6. I mean, they might have, like, Arcane Archery or whatever it's called here, but I'm not going to attack. Okay, there's the second red for Cardum. Another thing that's going to be super gross here is the giving haste to the Morden's Disciples. Oh, sure, they had Axe instead. Alright, same thing. Some kind of combat trick. Okay. Well, if they're going to tap out, I'm going to just play out the Cardum instead of Disciples, because I don't need the Disciples this turn. They might just have a Lenorm here. Untap their Goblin and eat my Dust Guard. Yep, very obvious. It's good. We want them to attack there, because then we would have been able to Disciple tap down the other. That's a sick draw. Ooh, you know what? I could just give this haste and hit him for 6 in the air. Let's do that. Alright, good luck. They could hit me for like 13 here and then die. Yep, they're dead. And this Cardum is a dies trigger, right? So I can't flicker it. Yeah. So Cardum has to die for you to get the cards that are exiled with it. I wouldn't be able to flicker it and get the cards, but our curve was just nuts there. And again, that was on the draw. Warcaller. Oof. Warcaller, Warcaller, Warcaller. Mountain Warcaller, best turn 1. We can do better than that. That is much better. Ooh, what are we pitching here? That's actually kind of tough. I guess I'm going to keep Enthusiasm instead. We definitely want to keep the turn 1 Warcaller, turn 2 Rabble Rouser. There's our second white source for the Horn. Very good. We're hoping here the opponent doesn't have the Undersimplify. They could not cast that any sooner. Gonna wait to do this for probably at least 3. They might definitely just be sitting on more counters. They are missing colors, presumably, but I have a feeling they're sitting on another counter. So we could either try baiting a counter out or running out some other spells first. That is an unfortunate card. They did have another Undersimplify for the record. Conjure duplicate of a random creature card from an opponent's library. Okay. Yeah, alright. Well, let's... Doesn't have reach, does it? The Horn does give us a lot of blockers, but we have to hope they don't have another counter in their hand. I mean, they just discarded another, so... If they have a third, that'd be pretty surprising. Sure. this for 4. Oh, Lizelle. What a stupid card. Horn's very good, but man, Lizelle is just, what, one of the top 2 or 3 rares in the format. Sadly, blocking does make my Horn worse, but... They stole Chaos from me? Do you know how unlucky that is? Like, now that attacks and just wipes all my 1/1s. That's so unreal. That's so frustrating. Of all the creatures they could hit, they... That is super frustrating. Alright, so I'm gonna attack like this and hope they block with Chaos. And then we kill it and it still triggers and we lose. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, good beats. Good beats, good beats. Fun. So, opponent played one of the best rares in the format. Check. And then stole our one best creature in the format as well. To be fair, they did have a lot of good hits, but this was number 1, right? And then Older was a good hit for them, but... Yeah. Alright. Good stuff. I'm not mad, I'm just sad. Good beats, good beats. Go to game number 3. Ah, the tap land hurting us here, but the hand's good. Hand's very good. I guess with this hand, we're still gonna just play out the War Caller this turn. It's not as mana efficient, but then they know, or they have less information about what I have. And we want to get the Haster online ASAP anyways. The War Caller, that is, giving haste. I'm assuming they're going to have some kind of trick in their hand, so what I'm going to do here is just attack and pass. I don't think I'm even going to use the Rabble Rouser pump. I'm just going to deal 1. Yeah, they did. Okay. Now we'll pump after seeing what they did. Sadly, my Horn dies to Jaheira, so we might have to wait on that. We're gonna probably just kill that with Fireball. In a pinch, if we don't do any of these, we can just use the gate as well. Oh, are they going to activate? If they activate Jaheira, then we can go for the Horn. Do we want to cycle? Nope. Let's poke him for 1 and do this for 4. So now the thing is, because they know I have the Horn now, they're not going to want to activate their Jaheira. But we can kind of just sit on the Horn. Very strange. Huh. What? They must have another way to blow up an artifact. They have to have, like, the line up a shot or something. Okay. Oh, I forgot to give my older haste. Whoops. Ah, you know what they have here? They just have Lenorm to untap, I guess? I suppose this way I can Warcaller the Rabble Rouser still. Yep, everybody, just always the Lenorm. That's fine. Like I said, they must have another way to kill the Horn, though. Otherwise, that Jaheira activation makes no sense. Sadly, none of my creatures attack into the Myconid very well. I don't have any double... Oh, sorry, I don't have any Menace. I don't have any Trample. This doesn't give Trample, right? No. Okay. That's an insane draw. Do we just win? Holy crap, that basically just wins. This doesn't have reach, right? Yeah. Oh, this... they can block. This is lethal, right? Yep. So, make another Blessed, give the older flying. And then they can only block 3 of the 5 1/1s on the ground, so they take 13 in the air and 2 from one of the... or 2 from 2 of the 1/1s getting through on the ground. Yeah. Haven't even drawn our Liara or Chaos yet. Still just smashing, though. The Warcaller is doing so much work. See, game number 4 now. Sitting at 2 and 1. And there's one of these hands. No red. Even if we had a red, this wouldn't even be that good. So slow. This is fine. I think I'm gonna keep the removal here. So we can portable hold the first creature they play, assuming they play something here. That's fine by me. Could also have attacked and used the Hippogriff, but I want to make sure I get the portable hole value while I can. There's no guarantee we're gonna see another 2-mana creature for a while. Two ways to play this. Just play out the Hippogriff and pass. Set up for Liara on the Hippogriff next turn. Or attack for 2. See if they block and then give Indestructible. And I'm okay with doing the Indestructible. Get our 2-for-1 value off of the Hippogriff while we can. Okay. Alright. So let's hope they don't have a removal spell this turn, but that's probably wishful thinking. Okay, that wasn't removal. That was really annoying, though. Jeez. Good mind rot. Oh well, I mean, we can probably still just win with what we have here. There's no 1-mana black spell, is there? Yeah, that'd be a weird attack. I mean, they have so many cards in their hand. This is going to be hard to win. Okay, well, that's not that bad. Just a bunch of poopers. It's a good draw. I guess I'm gonna sit back now. They know I have the Hippogriff in my hand, so they have to play it a little bit cautiously. And even if they activate the Unicorn, it's not that bad. That's really annoying. So remember, you cannot Hippogriff in response to Humiliation, because it's gonna lose the Indestructible and whatnot. So that was a good play. Damn. So we'll trade here, eat here, I guess. Assuming they're going to activate the Unicorn. Oh, I see. That's pretty good. Sheesh. I guess I need to kill the Unicorn then. Lose my Liara. Yeah, we're pretty far behind. I mean, they only have one card left, so this is not the end of the world, but... I guess getting the Unicorn off, we're pretty stable now, unless they draw another removal spell. That's fine. Annoying, but fine. So I'll go ahead and eat the unicorn or the spawn here, take 5. Doesn't really matter if they get an extra treasure right now. Okay. So it says Menace now. And Death Touch? Yeah, I guess we die to that. Obviously, if they draw any spell here as well, we kind of just lose. What happened this game? I guess the Mind Rot just wrecked us. They made me discard Priest and hear something on watch. The mill was random. I mean, obviously it sucked that they milled our Chaos, but that could have been any 2 cards. What you got? Maybe they're running around, high-fiving their friends. I got him! I got him! Alright, I like the attack. I'm at 2. Clearly that was not what we wanted to draw. So I'm gonna have to double block the Gray Slad next turn. Go down to 1, give him another treasure. Obviously dead to infinite things. Okay, hold up. Getting some 2-for-1 value back here, and you know what? With all these rabble-rousers, that's a lot of damage quickly. Jeez, and we're top decking like a freaking god. Holy crap. Okay, they're dead next turn, any number of ways. Did we draw out of this? Did we get lucky? Because it certainly feels like it. Wow. Well, just draw like a hero. Why wouldn't I just draw perfectly while the opponent... Well, I mean, I guess we had more lands than they did, but still. Play to your outs, kids. Play to your outs. Alright. I accept that. We are now 3-1. Hoping we continue the fun. On to game number 5. Decent enough, eh? The first war color can give the second war color haste, then the hasty war color can give another creature haste. Checkmate. Turn 1 call in. Turn 2 robber. Womp womp. I guess I'm going to go... Here's something on watch that. Don't really want them to get extra treasures this early in the game. We're gonna haste up the Hippogriff, because the Priest next turn doesn't do anything versus their 2-3 now anyways. Okay. Having a couple of white tricks with only 1 planes isn't ideal, but... We can go at the very least War Caller into Humiliation, something for 3 if we want. Yeah, that looks like a great target. Oh, it's a great draw too. Yeah, would love to find another planes next turn so we could go Disciples plus hold up the Hippogriff activation. So, planes off the top into nothing but good spells. That would be living the dream. Sure. Well, darn it, they take my Disciples here. Or not take it, but they have it enter tapped. That ruins the plan. Also, that gives them full information. Kinda sucks. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, they're not going to have a better target for that, obviously. At least at the moment they don't. I think I'm going to rush to attack. Would rather leave the 2-1 back to block the Tollkeeper. This is going to be awkward for them, though, since they know I have that Blessed Hippogriff, so if they don't have a removal this turn, which they did. I think I still keep the War Color. What? It's a strange play, but I like it. Do they have some? Did they draw a trick? Oh, okay. Sure. Gonna go ahead and let them hit the Hippogriff, I think. Actually, no. I guess we're gonna play out the Hippogriff now, so. Don't think we want to Minimus. Our Hippogriff holds back everything. This is going to be a top deck battle. I do have a gate, though, for 1 extra card. I guess I should have just held the mountain for gut specialize, huh? Probably. Okay, that's fine. I'll trade War Color for their Tollkeeper at this point if they want. What does that do? Not much. Guess we might as well eat the 3-1 though. We actually want to hit the Tollkeeper instead of the Dust Guard. We'd rather them look at my hand than get an extra buff if they get rid of my Portable Hole. And I think eating the 3-1's better than eating the 2-2. So you should just activate this whenever. At the end of the turn, always. There's no downside. It's a good draw. Alright, so we are going to overkill the 3-1. Oh wait, I don't even need to. Shoot, I shouldn't have used that, I forgot. I mean, I can give flying to the, well, I guess I get a huge power buff. No, this was worth it, never mind. Yeah, save the containment. Oh, did I hit all of my 1-drops? I did. Portable Hole, 2 War Collars, and the Humiliation. So Cardum didn't have another 1-drop to hit. I can go for the kill if with that attack. Oh, I can go for the kill now as well. That'll do just fine. Very nice. Alright, it was looking a little bit strange there for a moment, but, I mean, this deck's really, really good. Still haven't seen our Chaos, but we just have a bunch of good synergistic cards, so we will continue to roll. 4-1 now. And on to game 6. Very good hand. We need one land to make this pop off. Although I guess ideally we just draw Warcaller into lands. But obviously never going to mulligan this hand. We have 3 fantastic flicker targets with the Icewind too. Turn 1 Corn. Yep. So effectively getting a 2-for-1 here by killing the double team card. I mean, playing out the Rabble Rouser is okay too, but if they have any kind of trick, it just gets really, really bad for us. So I like killing that right now before they can get an extra card off of it. That's fine. Let's hope to draw land next turn. So we're going to lead with the Flaming Fist. Would rather trade this away, I think. Even though we lose a huge buff. Like, I would have been able to make the Genasi a 4-3, but that doesn't block the Dust Guard anyways. Okay, you got me. And just like that, we are all of a sudden winning. Mainly because they're missing lands. If they miss another land, it's going to be pretty hard for them to win. I think we just immediately trade. See if they have a Hippogriff. If so, so be it. Nope. That's going to turn into a 3-2. Okay. Nice draw. Priest to hold up Hippogriff looks really good here. Yeah, looks like they're just getting extremely unlucky. I mean, surprisingly, they've had 5 cards to cast with that little mana, but... Oh, I'm gonna block the Unicorn if they attack like this. Sure. Okay. Now we will attack for 2. Flicker our Priest. Draw another card, gain another life, hopefully draw another land. Perfect. Yeah, sucks for them. I mean, they just clearly were getting mana screwed. The surprising thing was that they had, what, 6 plays with 2 mana? So, kind of a non-game there. We drew out of it first. I mean, we had a lot of card draw. We had the priests, both priests, the flicker, whatever, you know. That's Magic, baby. Sometimes you're on the good end of variance. Go next. We keep this, but it isn't that good. I guess it's good if we find 1 land. Being on the play certainly helps. Wonder if they're gonna bounce my Rabble Rouser. Or what does this do? Tap it? Okay. Since I'm missing a land here, I'm gonna go ahead and just farewell and try to hit. Well, found our Chaos Bailer, but it might be in a game where I don't get to cast it. That kind of sucks. Okay, Rasad my Rabble Rouser. 3 lands off the top. Let's go. There's 1. 0 value older. Feels bad, but just need to get on the board. Hmm. Well, we are definitely on the receiving end of variance this game, huh? This is basically all of my expensive spells. We have like 2 more uncastables. The Moradins and the Stalwart, I think. Oh, I guess I have Gut too. Yeah, let's hope not to draw any of those extra cards, shall we? Let's just draw land and try to get out of this. I'll block if they attack. On Rasad anyways, I'm not going to trade with the Priest, but... if they just pass, that's super sus. Okay, I'll just... let them do whatever. I'm just gonna pass priority. If they trade here, that's fine. We just got another Liara anyways. I'm assuming they have a counter then? It might be the 5-mana counter where they get to steal my spell. I don't remember what the name of it is. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that's pretty good for us that was their best turn cycle on 5 mana. They're drawing their Callum next turn, which will probably just beat us, but... oh well. Sometimes you don't draw lands. Previous game was a non-game. This game looks like it might be as well. Yeah, it's annoying. I actually like bouncing Kobold War Color here. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So gross. Alright, well, I'm guessing they're just going to play out their Fat Flyer. Or not. That wasn't that bad for us. If I brick on a land this turn, I don't think we can win. And even if we do draw a land, we're still pretty far behind now. Oh, miserable. So miserable. So Humiliation the Rasad, get back our Rabble. Oh wait, for some reason I thought the Rabble had haste this turn. Silly me. I mean, now they just play out their 5/6 Flying Ward and I can't win. Ah, that's too bad. So the correct play was just to what? Warcaller pass, hold up the Humiliation. Maybe they go for Specialize for some reason, that I'd be able to blow them out, but I don't see why they wouldn't just play out their Fat Flyer here. Hello? Also can't beat a flicker on their meteor. Jeez. Yeah, that card is super busted. Holy smokes. My god. Okay. Alright, I'm pretty good to scoop this up. Yikes! Big ol' yikes! 2 non-games in a row. I mean, both players did stuff, but the mana screw was just brutal. For our opponent in the previous game before that one, and then for us in that game. Unfortunate. Okay. Decent enough looking hand on the draw. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. So, there was merit to just casting Humiliation to take away that ability. Man, that sucks that we're on the draw here too. If we had been on the play, we go turn 2 Liara, and they only get 1 activation, but now they might get upwards of 2 plus. Ugh, this is bad. And green's gonna have some chonkers, right? Also, pretty unfortunate for us that we drew another mountain. Another plains here would actually be okay. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and pop that and pop the circle, I guess. They gave that haste and then they didn't even attack with it, so... all of a sudden, this doesn't look that bad, question mark? That was not the thing they gave haste, notably. If they hit a land here, they can activate the Spiked Pit Trap. I'm guessing they're just going to play like a hasty owlbear, though. We really want to find another plains. We've been in this position multiple times where we have all these white tricks and yet we only can do one of them. That is a large creature. Plains, please? Well, I have to containment the Thrakkus. Now they have access to at least 6 mana. 7 now. Our best hope is that they just use the Pit Trap this turn. Okay, that's not that bad then. Into like a weaponry? Do you have improvised or band together? Oh, okay. Well, they only have 1 card left, so if we can draw plains for this Horn of Valhalla, that's not bad. And then next turn we can play and equip it immediately. That's fine. That doesn't do anything here. They don't have enough power. Good. If they take 4, obviously that's great for us. If they block, they're losing power for their Shepherd. That's great for us. Nice. I'll trade with their Shepherd here. Easily. I like their play of not blocking. They can afford a hit, and they really want to draw something with 2 power so they can start drawing extra card. Oh, well. Oh, man.
We will stomp out evil.
They should have definitely attacked with the Hobgoblin there, too. Oh. Fun games. Fun games. So, we're hoping they don't sacrifice the Minx and Boo. Okay.
Bigger is always.
I have lethal next turn. I just take 7 and hope they have nothing. Okay, so they get to draw 2 cards here, but we win if they don't have anything. Right? Please? They drew line up a shot to grab Plummet or Naturalize. Oh man, this format's great. Good draw. Good draw. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes, chat. I think our deck was excellent. We never got to Chaos Baylor. Opponent top decked some spicy ones there. Man, we were way ahead too, but... what can you say? That's magic, baby. Good news for all of you that enjoy Baldur's Gate, that I will be uploading Baldur's Gate still for the foreseeable future, while it is the best thing to do. Man, those kind of losses just feel the worst. Alright, anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back tomorrow. And damn, that's a sad deck to not get seven wins with, but sometimes that's the way it goes. Until next time, we'll see ya. Peace out.